welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this video. So let's see what's going on with you. There could be some kind of like ruminating thoughts that you were having in your mind for a while, and then you either had someone clarify these problems for you, like someone gave you some good advice or someone gave you some sort of information about it. Either that, or you just had some kind of thought of clarity regarding this situation, regarding your thoughts about it, and this helped you to get out of that headspace, move into some kind of different idea about things or about yourself. Yeah, honestly, what it looks like, for whatever reason, I'm getting like you were thinking for some reason maybe that something was wrong with you, or that you were missing something. Could have been that you're really missing a person, but it could have been because of like some rejection that you faced, perhaps in regards to this connection from this person, or in general, that kind of made you question yourself, is what it looks like. And it could be this person that you're dealing with who came and like gave you some clarity on how they're feeling or what went down between you guys. Someone could have explicitly told you that they didn't really mean to hurt you, but something that you could have realized is that you are still a work in progress. So any mistakes that you might have made or anything like that that's happened in the past, you don't need to take that so personally maybe, or like you feel like at this point you understand. I think most people have some work to do on themselves, and that's fine. This could be something that you came to understand. Like you're a work in progress, that's okay. You don't always have to be evolving so much, but like, you know, you also don't have to be so harsh on yourself about some rejection or some past mistakes for like a prolonged period of time, if that makes sense. So it looks like you or this person, someone in this connection, really doesn't see the hope of something long-term here. So for whatever reason, they're feeling like that's just not possible to achieve within this connection, or they're really having a lot of doubts about it. Like maybe at some point someone was like, oh, this is someone that I could be with for a really long time, but something happened. Maybe it was this truth here, something you realized, something this person told you. Intuition just fell out. So it could have been something that your intuition told you, like just from your mind, like how I was saying, could have been some idea that kind of came into your mind that changed your perspective on things. So you could kind of intuitively know that you don't think that this could work long term. It just doesn't maybe feel like it's something that really, like there are some things, of course relationships are going to take a lot of energy, they're going to take a lot of effort, etc., especially like long-term romantic relationships, but you could have realized intuitively that this was a situation, we have rest and rejuvenate in reverse, that drained you. So if you're constantly feeling drained around this person, or if you feel like this relationship in general overall has drained you rather than like filled you, inspired you, gave you energy, because there are some people you'll be around and you feel very, like you feel good, you feel energized, but then there are some other people, at least for me, that like I'll feel really drained around. And you're thinking maybe if I'm feeling drained around this person very often, like in the beginning phases or throughout this relationship so far, I don't think that's something I can deal with long term. Like it would be really hard to have someone as your partner who really feels draining, or where the dynamic really feels draining. It could be that it's not necessarily that it's this person, it could just be like the dynamic between you guys in some way has just felt draining to you, the way that you guys connect, the way that you guys communicate, or something like this. Like it's not necessarily that it's like this person is draining, but for you, it seems like it is. But that's what it looks like to me. So yeah, you just have to, like your intuition kind of tells you if you leave a situation, or if you like go home after hanging out with someone, it's not going to be every time that you're like, that was the best person ever, you know, it doesn't have to be like that, but if majority of the time you just feel like depleted, then there's kind of a disconnect there, most likely, in my opinion. So you have breathe. Be sure to, you also have loyal heart. I just felt like pulling here all of a sudden. I think that you know that you might not be too upset about this anymore. You might not be too upset about the rejection, because you know, like we have deep knowing here, your intuition. You could really know that you are someone who would be very loyal, that you are someone who would make a good partner, that you are someone who would be there for the other person, etc. So you might feel kind of relaxed about this and kind of like, you know, if this person rejected me, that's okay, or if this didn't work out, that's okay. I still know that I'm a loyal person. You know, like you can feel comfort in that you are a good partner. Because maybe you're wondering, like, because this didn't work out, if there was something that you were at fault for. If this makes sense. Which, I don't know, like I was saying, it could just be kind of the dynamic between you guys. It doesn't necessarily have to be you or this other person. So, we have between worlds. It looks like I was saying, to me this is something that you're really getting over. Some kind of mental, like mind frame, circulating thoughts that you continuously had. It's like you're moving towards calmer waters in terms of your mind. That's what it looks like. You could have been dealing with someone specifically though. With the Page of Wands here, occasionally this could be someone who's kind of a player, who doesn't take things so seriously, or didn't feel like this person was taking you very seriously, like romantically. You also have Milk and Honey in reverse, so you could feel like you're kind of, maybe you feel like life isn't going so well for you right now. In general, it could be this person as well. But someone feels like they're kind of lacking like the good things in life. It could be that someone's being a little unappreciative here of like the things that they have, like they're being, it could be that someone's being ungrateful, but it could also just be that someone is being kind of pessimistic about things or seeing things from like a darker perspective. And I guess the good thing about this, if you're feeling like, I don't have this or that, something, then I guess you know what you want. You can still be grateful for the things that you have, which I'm not saying that you aren't. But if you feel like there is something in your life that you're lacking, that gives you some direction, you know, to like what or who you want in your life. Or if you felt like this connection had something about it that was kind of lacking for you, like maybe this person wasn't, like you didn't feel appreciated by this person the way that you should be, then now you understand that you will be with someone who, or that's what you want, is someone who makes you feel appreciated, which should be an obvious, but you know, I think sometimes people just don't really realize, like, because if you're feeling unappreciated, in this case you might have been like, well, you know, why doesn't this person appreciate me, perhaps, and wondering about yourself, you know, but it looks like you understand that you're a catch. You can calm down. That someone will appreciate you, you know? So, I keep feeling like, you know, do you know what I mean? So, we have artists. The person that you're dealing with could be an artist. This could be someone that's coming into your life as well, or you yourself might be an artist. So we have engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career in every other area of your life. So, even if you aren't an artist, that doesn't mean you can't create art, if that makes sense. Like, for me, I thought, well, I can't draw, because, like, I never really tried. I was like, I can't draw well. I would always just draw stick figures. Like, I didn't push myself to try to actually make a good sketch. But once I did, I was like, oh, like, I actually am capable of this. That's not to say that you have to be some, like, renowned artist, has to be a whole thing, but it's really, it could be very important to have that time to, like, express yourself to yourself, if this makes sense, and to take your mind off of some other things. Like, if you're having these ruminating thoughts about something, you know, it's just kind of like, my camera ran out of space. Anyways, yeah, even if you're not an artist, if you have some kind of thing that sounds fun to paint or draw or create or write, it might be cool to do that for you. So, we also have justice. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. This could be you or this person who is somehow involved with helping the community, making sure injustices get solved, sorted out, reparations, etc. This could also be that in general, your shift in mind about this situation, about this connection, is kind of like your justice for it. Like a lesson, you know, has a lot of value to it, even if it was something that was painful or confusing or saddening, what have you. A lesson is still very valuable, like I was saying. So this could be like your justice for the situation. We also have abundance in reverse, and we have the 10 of coins in reverse here. Yeah, it looks like you or this person is really kind of going through some kind of lack mentality. I don't know if this is about, it could be different for different people. It could be like about relationships. You don't feel like you're receiving a lot in your connections with people. But it could also be that you're worried about like your long-term financial stability, if you'll have enough money to make ends meet, things like this. Okay, so we also have pure intention in reverse. It could have been that this person didn't have pure intentions for your connection. Perhaps you don't have pure intentions for other people. Virgos can be fallible. But pay attention to that. I think it's like, it could be that maybe you had these pure intentions and the other person didn't match that. And this what kind of makes you relax, because it's like, at least you can feel, at least at the other side of that, you might feel betrayed, you might feel kind of disappointed, but at least at the end of that, you know that you go into connections or to situations with good intentions, and that's something that you can feel good about yourself, because if you meet someone who actually matches that, you know, then it's awesome. But if you're the problem, if you're going in without pure intentions, if you're going in with some kind of agenda to like suit your ego or to suit whatever it is that you specifically want, not necessarily like what you require of a relationship, but you know what I mean. Like if you're really out for something like for your personal gain rather than something mutual, then you're the problem. So how are you ever gonna get that to work out, you know? You know what I mean? So if you were the one with pure intentions in this situation, then you might be kind of feeling good, like, at least I can meet someone who will match that and will be good and healthy, you know? This makes sense to you. This might kind of calm you down. In terms of abundance, I think it's different for each individual. It might actually be that you're going through some financial struggle right now, and for other people it could just be a worry, a concern that isn't really rooted in reality. Very strange here. So we have intuition again, and we also have benediction in reverse. I want to know what's going on with this like abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. Considering the fact that this says like release any mental blocks that you have, this could be a mental block for you rather than, like I said, something that is rooted in reality. You could be in some way like subconsciously blocking yourself from like receiving this abundance, but it could just be circumstantial, you know? A lot's going on right now. I think I'm going to need a few cards to clarify that in a second. But like this pure intention in reverse also reminds me of benediction in reverse. Like this almost reminds me of when people will, apparently it's called like virtue signaling, so they'll pretend like, oh, I'm a good person, I'm going to do this nice thing, like only when other people will see it, rather than actually truly having those good intentions for people, rather than actually truly wanting people to feel good around them. This could be someone that you're dealing with, or something that you yourself are struggling with. So just kind of like, I guess, check in with yourself when you're interacting with other people, and like determine really the thoughts that are circulating through your head and what it seems like your intentions are. We also, like I said, we have intuition again, but this time it's in reverse, near the milk and honey in reverse. You could have initially not followed your intuition about this person, like you felt like you could feel when someone really doesn't have intentions, like good intentions for you, for the most part, at least me, and you could have kind of ignored your intuition about that, but you're ready to move on from this. Like maybe now you'll realize you gotta trust your feelings about people, you know, how you feel around people, like how I was saying, like if someone you feel really drained around, or you feel very like automatically closed off around. Oh yeah, a few cards clarify abundance. Reverse. Oh, weird. I think it looks like you guys, some people might be in kind of a confused financial situation. So we have Justice in reverse, King of Swords in reverse, and Two of Pentacles in reverse. You could like have a lot of different tasks that you're juggling right now, and that could be getting in the way of your abundance in some sense, of your like financial flow. Could have also been that someone was kind of dishonest with you about something involving finances, something involving your finances, your money. Could be you're in a job situation, or you're working for someone who isn't paying you what you're owed, basically, something like this. Like you should have got more, like they're underpaying you or something. We have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. This is pretty interesting because it's like if you feel like this is the one, why is there so much doubt around you guys having a future together? I guess that's the way it goes, right? I guess that's the way it goes. Maybe, okay, so maybe you guys like didn't end up committing to each other at all, or you had some kind of relationship, some kind of thing going, and it just broke off. Because we have this could be the one. We have release your ex in reverse, so you could really still be holding on to this person that you were involved with before, because you feel like they're the one, but you guys didn't end up getting engaged, becoming a couple, like anything serious, either that or like you called it quits for whatever reason, maybe because you weren't feeling like things were reciprocated here, or you weren't feeling too good about yourself in this connection, like this person maybe didn't make you feel too good. A lot going on for Virgos. Okay. This is messages from your person. For some reason, I'm really struggling to get this together. Here we have this message, I don't feel good enough for you. So if this sounded like this was the other person who felt like there was something wrong with them, could be mutual. But yeah, it's definitely, I can tell with this card here and like this card, someone doesn't feel good enough. Also with like the abundance in reverse and all this. So many things remind me of you. This could be why, this near like release your ex in reverse. So this person could be constantly reminded of you, so it's hard for them to like let you go because you're just ruminating in their mind. You hurt me and I was being immature. Yeah, and in a way, we also have call me that's kind of sticking out here. In a way, like, I think for a lot of people, they might grow out of this kind of deceitful or whatever this is, this kind of like just having weird intentions for people, like being overly self-serving. Of course, you want to express your needs and your wants, but to revolve the relationship around how you can serve yourself, I don't think that's going to work out if that's the case. It's supposed to be like mutual. That's what's so beautiful about relationships, is that you guys both have a lot to offer and to give, you know? I think there is a line between overgiving, but if you have a lot to give, that's a beautiful thing, you know? Alright, I think this is all I have to say to you, Virgo. I hope that this helps somehow. I hope that this resonated. Hope that you're safe and that your family is safe and healthy. And I hope that you have a good day or night.